too.
Here's your Eastern Conference, and look at the bottom half. So, Indiana, Chicago, Miami, 3 teams looking for 2 spots, and Miami needs some help there. But keep this in mind:
They got Chicago right there. They got some help coming.
if they were to wind up in a 3-way tie, those 3, you see the Pacers hosting the Hawks, the Bulls host the Nets, and Miami hosts Washington. If it's a 3-way tie, the Pacers would be the team eliminated.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Listen,
That's interesting.
Listen, well, Miami Heat, the Pacers are not going to lose to Miami. Excuse me, Pacers are not going to lose to Atlanta.
Yes, sir.
The Bulls are not going to lose to Brooklyn. So the Heat are out of luck.
We shall
Because
see.
Atlanta has they have nothing to play for.
They're playing pretty good, though.
But you listen, if you got a home game that will get in the playoffs, you can't lose that game.
Right.
They're trying to hold on to the 5 spot.
You know, but
Hawks are. Because Milwaukee's still in it.
if they win, would that move them?
They have to hold on.
They can't get the 4. They're trying to hold on to the 5. But if they lose the last 2, they could fall into the 6
They can
zone.
fall to 6.
So there is something to play for. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, do you have that little monkey right now that goes?
As an awkward
You
silence
have that
falls
monkey
over
that's
Studio
clapping?
J.
Yeah, that clapping monkey.
Because I was trying to.
There it is.
Shaq and Ernie, Shaq and Kenny already know this. There are teams that you don't want to play in the playoffs. And if you got a beneficial matchup, you might win a game or lose a game to set up the scenarios. I was trying to figure out who's in the 3
Well,
spot.
the Hawks, the number 4 spot is Washington. It's Atlanta, Washington as it stands right now. Then you get, if you slip to 6, you get Toronto.
So
So Toronto's locked into the 3 hole.
But I'm just saying, Milwaukee.
I don't think if you're Atlanta playing Washington or Toronto, you don't care. You just want to, you don't want to.
Well, see, but my point is, Kenny, Milwaukee might want to stay 6 so they can play Toronto, is my point. Because I think you would rather play Toronto than Washington.
See, I think that you have a great affinity to Washington. I'm not sure the rest of the East has the same affinity that I don't think Milwaukee is avoiding Washington. I'm not saying that they're not playing great.
They're not avoiding Washington. I'm saying.
Or a better matchup. I don't think that they look at it like that. I just don't see
Well, I
that.
think in the history of basketball, teams always. We've talked about this before. There's teams that happen. Remember a couple years ago when Memphis says, we're not even going to play in our games because we want to play the Spurs.
But that's the Spurs. But I'm saying, I mean, those are. But you keep, like you said.
I'm high on the Wizards.
You're very there.
Yeah, you are.
Thank you.
And
You
listen,
are.
when we
Thank
go,
you. I like the
Extremely
Wizards.
high on the Wizards.
Man,
and let me
you're
tell you something. When we go to, I'm going to take you to a very nice restaurant in D.C. when we go there for the
Okay. I hope we're there.
So you've advanced them to the Eastern Conference
Yes,
Final.
and they're going to be there, and we're going to Cleveland, one of my favorite cities.
Cleveland and D.C. I love
Yeah, Cleveland, D.C. I can live with that.
We got some tweets here, apparently. Thank you, Chuck, for making the world a better place without man buns.
Thank you, Chad.
Just Chad will do. And start using some Rogaine, Chuck, so you stop hating on dudes with long hair.
Dude, first of all, it's not about having long hair. You can have long hair, you just can't put it in a damn bun.
Okay. Or scrunchy.
You all did Andy dirty. That was like $500 in 20s trying to cheat the man like you can't.
Hey, Kitty boy.
There's another Chad.
Chad, you got to go. That's Kitty.
Hey, Andy, was that 1,000?
You know what?
Andy know that was a G.
Hey,
What is that?
hey Andy, there's an animal on your head.
Hey, it was
Skull,
Kitty.
rat, a dead
Andy,
squirrel.
I'll tell you what. If it's not 1,000, I'll make it up to you, my
Man, that's 1,000. Now you think I'm gonna treat the man, go all the way up and
Yeah,
get the money out of my thing?
1,000.
You didn't have none of it.
Earn them too. Your reputation precedes you. You cheat.
You didn't have none.
Yeah, you and your brother Vince cheat.
All right, so give me my 1,000 back then, Andy.